Hello everyone and welcome inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Matt Florjancic on the call of today's Baldwin Wallace women's basketball game as they continue their march through Ohio Athletic Conference play against the Muskingum University Fighting Muskies. It's a busy day here at the Lou Higgins Center as the wrestling team is hosting a tri-match. The men's volleyball team will get their season underway with their invitational tournament here this evening. But before that, we have women's basketball action as the Yellow Jackets look to push their record to 14-3 overall. They come in at 13-3, 5-0 on the home deck here at Ursprung Gymnasium, 9-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play. 4-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference home games. Muskingum comes in at 8-8. They are 3-4 away from home, 3-6 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 1-3 in Ohio Athletic Conference road games. Their leading scorers are Caitlin DeMassimo at 15.4 points per game and Claudia Harrington at 12.6 points per game. Both are active on the boards as well. DeMassimo leads the way with an 8.4 rebounds per game average. Harrington has a 6.0 rebounds per game average. Muskingum doing a good job in the first half of games to outscore opponents, and really through the first three quarters, they have the points edge for the entire season. It's that fourth quarter and overtime where they have struggled most, as they've been outscored by 15 points and 3 points respectively in the fourth quarter and in overtime of their games. They're coming off of a 54-51 loss to Capital University on Wednesday, but before that they were on a two-game winning streak, having taken down Wilmington at home 71-53 and won at Otterbein 55-50 in those victories. DeMassimo and Harrington led the way. DeMassimo finished with double-doubles of points and rebounds in both of those games. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets, it's Bella Valent at 10.6 points and 9.4 boards per game, just under a double-double, and joining her very nearly in double-figure scoring, the second leading scorer on the team is Kaylee Ressler at 9.4 points and 6.8 rebounds per game. The Yellow Jackets come in on the heels of a dominant 89-49 victory over Heidelberg on a Wednesday night. The Yellow Jackets on a 5-game winning streak, having defeated Mount Union at home, at Marietta, then alternating home wins against Ohio Northern, at Wilmington, and at Heidelberg on Wednesday night. So the Yellow Jackets looking to keep the good times rolling and remaining in front of the pack in the Ohio Athletic Conference. Right now we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for a special presentation to Professor Alan Cope.
He has authored numerous articles
Yellow Jackets once again paying respects to the retiring Dr. Alan Cope on Dr. Alan Cope Appreciation Day here at Ursprung Gymnasium, and all of the contributions he has made to the athletic program as an athletics representative, in addition to his duties as a professor here at Baldwin Wallace. We wish him and his family the best in his retirement. Right now, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll run down the starters right here from Ursprung Gymnasium. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's game. First of all, leading it off for the Muskies in the backcourt, a 5'7" junior guard from Deerfield, Ohio, and Southeast High School, number 1, Allie Moorhead. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'6" sophomore guard from Bradford and Covington High School, number 14, Claudia Harrington. Also in the backcourt, a 5'4" sophomore guard from Trenton and Edgewood High School, number 21, Lizzie Allen. On the wing, a 5'8" senior from Sterling, Ohio, and Norwayne High School, number 22, Taylor DeMassimo. And in the post, a 5'9" junior forward from Sterling and Norwayne High School, number 23, Caitlin DeMassimo. The coaches are Kelly Broderick, and her assistant is Olivia Vasanskin. Starting it off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets in the backcourt, a 5'11" sophomore guard from New Philadelphia, number 11, Alyssa Miller. In the backcourt, a 5'8" sophomore guard from Cincinnati and Archbishop McNicholas High School, number 21, Casey Badalak. At the point, a 5'4" junior guard from Pickerington and Pataskala Watkins Memorial High School, number 22, Emily Irwin. In the post, a 6-foot junior forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. And in the post, a 5'11" junior from Napoleon, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare, who is in her 34th season. She is assisted by associate head coach Cody Hartzler, Steve Oliver, Kayla Paul, Reagan Schill, and Steve Thompson, as well as student assistants Hayden Fisher, Taven Lakowski, and Brenna Varga. The Muskies will be in black uniforms with white numerals and red trim around those, with red trim down the sides of the jerseys. And they have Muskingum written in red, trimmed in white across the front nameplate of the jersey. The Yellow Jackets will be in home white with brown lettering, or brown numerals, I should say, with gold trim, gold lettering with brown trim, and brown and gold trim down the sides and around the legs of the shorts with the BW Yellow Jacket logo on the nameplate on the back of the jersey. It's Miller versus Harrington for the tip-off. Yellow Jackets going right to left here in this first half. Muskingum left to right. Yellow Jackets control the tip as it gets back to Irwin. She'll send it back left side to Miller. Now it skips over to Valen on the right wing. Out front it goes to Irwin. She'll send it left side to Miller. Miller on a dribble drive, gets into the lane, loses a handle on it, keeps possession out to Irwin. Now over to Badlack. Into the corner it goes to Miller. Into the post it goes to Valent. Backdoor cut for Miller, and she lays it up and in to get things started with a short jumper and putting the Yellow Jackets on the board 2-0, 30 seconds in. Allen running point, skips it into the corner to Moorhead. She'll kick it out left wing to Taylor DeMassimo. Now to Caitlin DeMassimo on a drive. Gets it! Blocked by help side defense from Alyssa Miller. Valent picks up the loose ball. It gets outletted now to Miller in the corner. Out to Badalek. Now out front to Valent. She'll fire up a three. And it's off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Taylor DeMassimo. Harrington the other way. Dribbles left of the lane. Kicks it out to Caitlin DeMassimo for three, and Muskingum is in front, 3-2, as DeMassimo knocks it down from the right wing. Irwin into the front court between the circles now. She'll dribble off right of the lane, lose a handle on it on a double team. It's scooped up by Lizzie Allen. Allen gives it to Caitlin DeMassimo. Now it gets sent over to Claudia Harrington. In the lane she goes before kicking it out to Taylor DeMassimo. Now to Moorhead. Moorhead working against Wrestler. Backs her down toward the hoop. Spins, kicks it out to Allen. Allen into the corner to Moorhead. 10 on the shot clock for Muskingum. Moorhead on the drive. Goes up off glass. Count it. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled by Kaylee Wrestler. Moorhead, a 70.8% free throw shooter, 17 of 24 on the season, and she completes the three-point play. It's now a 6-2 edge in favor of Muskingum. Badalek on the drive, kicks it to Valen, out front to Miller. Miller fires up a three, had a good look at it, off the mark. Badalek there for the board, goes up off glass with the left hand, can't get it to the rim, and it's cleaned up by Muskingum. Harrington running point, sends a pass to Allen on the left wing. Allen drives to the line, into the lane, working against Irwin. Backdoor pass to Taylor DeMassimo, and she gets it to go. It's 8-2 in favor of the Muskingum Fighting Muskies with 7:30 to go in the first quarter. Irwin out top with the basketball. She'll send it right side to Wrestler, and back left side to Miller. Now to Badalek on the right wing. She fires up a three, and she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. That'll cut the deficit in half. BW trails 8-5 with 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. Caitlin DeMassimo with the basketball right wing. Skips it to Allen on the left wing. Now it gets sent over to Moorhead on the right wing. She'll try to drive, then gets it stolen by Casey Badalek. Good on-ball defense right there. Got a hand in the passing lane. Badalek gives it to Irwin, then gets it right back at the top. She'll drive left of the lane, get it up off glass, and it's good. Casey Badalek with a quick five to get the Yellow Jackets within a point. Allen into the front court, sends a pass right wing to Caitlin DeMassimo. Out front it goes back to Allen. She'll get a screen, step into a three, left it short, rebound off of DeMassimo's shoulder, and it'll be Emily Irwin who tracks it down. She'll push it into the front court, right to the top of the key. Get to the right of the lane, kick it out to Badalek. Badalek hands off to Miller. Miller into the post to Valent. Valent puts it on the deck with the right hand, ducks the shoulder, up off glass, it's good, but basket's waved off. The official on the far side of the floor calls Valent for ducking the shoulder, and it's an offensive foul. That's her first, that's a second on the Yellow Jackets. Substitutions for BW, Valent, Badalek, and Wrestler check out. And checking in, Kira Philpott, Maddie Ebert, and Leah Riley. They'll join Miller and Irwin on the floor. Abby Boeing comes into the game for Muskingum, as does Tori Jones. Allen, Harrington, and Moorhead stay on, and it's Moorhead getting a basket to give Muskingum a three-point lead. Once again, 10-7. Riley running point. She dribbles to the left of the lane, kicks it out to Miller. Miller into the corner. Now on the wing, it goes to Everett. Out front to Irwin. Irwin gets a screen from Philpott. Lobs it inside to the Yellow Jacket post. Philpott puts it on the deck. Lost a handle on it. It's scooped up and taken away by Jones. Jones to Allen. Allen sends it left side. It's deflected by the Yellow Jackets, but Muskingum keeps possession. Moorhead now in the lane with the ball. She'll kick it out to Jones. Jones into the corner to Allen. Allen dribbles at a wing, spins at the free throw line, and dribbles it right off of her shoe. It's out of bounds. That's a turnover, and possession goes to the Yellow Jackets. Into the game for BW to replace Miller and Irwin. It's Carolyn Wokley and Kayla Jones. Jones, a 5'9" freshman guard from Grove City, wearing number 10, and Wokley, a 5'8" senior guard from Mentor, rocking the number 0. Wokley sends a pass to Jones, right wing, out to Leah Riley on the left side of the floor. Riley back to Everett on the right side. Pump fake on the 3. She'll try to drive, gets to the block, kicks it out to Wokley. Wokley fires up a 3, and we're even at 10 as she knocks it down from the left wing. Allen dribbling the other way, drives all the way to the hoop, dribbles through the lane, kicks it out, and Muskingum goes back in front by 3 as Tori Jones buries a triple from the left wing. 13-10, Muskingum in front, 4:14 to go here in the first quarter. Leah Riley running the point on this play, sends a pass left wing to Jones. Jones back to Riley, right side of the floor. She'll try to drive middle. Gets shut off at the free throw line, backs it out, gives it to Jones, who fires up a 3, off back iron. Rebound battled for. It's saved by Everett to Wokley. Wokley in the lane, out to Riley for 3. Off the side of the rim, and the rebound goes to Muskingum. That's Harrington with the basketball, dribbling it up the floor to the top of the key. Now to the left of the lane it goes, and she lost a handle on it, sends it over the Yellow Jacket bench and into the stands. That's a turnover. Valent will return for Philpott, and seeing her first action today, a 5'8" junior guard out of Gibsonia, Pennsylvania, number 3, Alec Johnson. Muskingum will sub in Caitlin DeMassimo. She's back, and Courtney Hivik seeing her first action today, along with Mackenzie Linscott. He's 6'1", a freshman forward from John Glenn High School, right down the road from Muskingum. Valent at the top with the basketball, sends a pass left wing to Wokley. Wokley sends it right to Johnson, who raises up a 3, grazes the side of the rim, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets, possession to the Muskies. Allen running point for Muskingum. She walks the ball into the front court. She'll send a pass to Jones on the left wing. Jones looking backdoor. It's deflected by Kayla Jones of the Yellow Jackets and scooped up by Wokley. Wokley runs the break to Riley, and it's deflected out of bounds by Muskingum as Riley tried to wrap around pass to Valent. Wrestler comes back for the Yellow Jackets. She'll spell Kayla Jones. Wokley underneath her own hoop will trigger the inbound pass. She gets it into the corner to Wrestler. Wrestler to Valent on the left wing, out front to Riley. Riley sends it to Johnson on the right wing. Now to Wokley. Wokley backdoor to Johnson, and Johnson couldn't handle it. She had a great look at the hoop if she could have caught the pass in stride, but it kicked off of the heel of her hand and went out of bounds. Taylor DeMassimo has returned, as has Hallie Moorhead for Muskingum. They'll spell Allen and Jones, respectively. And Moorhead will run point. She jogs it across the timeline, dribbles off left side, kicks it to Taylor DeMassimo on the left wing. Into the corner it goes to Lynn Scott. Lynn Scott dribbles it out to the wing. Picks up her dribble. Now she's trapped by Valent. Looking for an outlet. Finds Moorhead at the last second. Moorhead on a dribble drive. Goes up off glass. No good. Rebound to Bella Valent. She'll chin the basketball and dribble it up into the front court. Drives to the line. Into the lane. She lowers the boom on Caitlin DeMassimo, and that's foul number 2 on Bella Valent. And more importantly, that's offensive foul number 2 on Bella Valent. She's relieved by Alyssa Miller. Casey Badalak will come in for Leah Riley. Moorhead running point for Muskingum after the Yellow Jacket turnover. She picks up her dribble inside the three-point line, dumps it down to Caitlin DeMassimo, has it blocked by Alyssa Miller. Casey Badalak gets the rebound, outlets it, but then it's deflected. Badalak has to hustle after it, gets it back. Miller into the front court. Now to Wrestler on the right side of the floor. Wrestler hands off to Wokley. Wokley working against Moorhead, backs it out. Sends it past left wing to Badalak for 3. Off back iron, rebound, batted out of bounds. Should be off of Muskingum, and it is. It's Yellow Jacket basketball. Emily Irwin sent to the scorer's table, and she'll spell Carolyn Wokley. So on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, it's Irwin, Badalak, Wrestler, Miller, and Johnson. Johnson, the lone non-starter. Irwin inbounds it to Wrestler, gets it right back. Pump fake on the 3. She'll drive in the lane, kick it out to Miller on the wing. Now to Wrestler. Wrestler feigns a look at a 3, gives it to Johnson. Johnson on the dribble drive, gets it stripped on the way up. Hustles after her own rebound, tips it to Irwin, who raises up a 3, and we're back to square as Emily Irwin buries the triple and knots the game at 13 with 1:11 to go in the quarter. Moorhead the other way, sends it to Lynn Scott on the right wing. Lynn Scott gives it to Caitlin DeMassimo. She'll try to drive to the right of the lane. Gets it blocked by Alyssa Miller. That's her second block of the quarter. She's running a 3-on-2 break. Kicks it to Johnson on the left side of the floor. Back to Miller. Wraparound layup attempt is up. And it's good for the Yellow Jackets. They're in front, 15-13. It's their first advantage since they scored the first basket of the game and led 2-0. Quickly the other way, Caitlin DeMassimo goes up off glass, and it's good. We're back to even at 15. Yellow Jackets can use it all as the shot clock is off. Emily Irwin backs it out near the timeline. Moorhead giving her enough space not to initiate an official's count for 5 seconds, closely guarded. Wrestler now with the basketball at the top. She'll drive to the lane, kick it to Johnson, and with 0.8 seconds left, Alec Johnson gets it for shuffling her feet. Philpott and Riley return for the Yellow Jackets to spell Johnson and Wrestler. Allen, Jones, and Harrington back for Muskingum. Moorhead, Lynn Scott, and Hyvik check out. Big time three-pointer attempted by Harrington as she hoisted from about three-quarter court. She was off the mark. We'll take a 15-15 score into the second quarter while we have this break in the action. I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospitals, Jasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the quarter break, it's Riley, Irwin, Badalak, Miller, and Philpott on the court for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. On the floor for the Fighting Muskies, it's Harrington, Jones, Taylor DeMassimo, Allen, and Caitlin DeMassimo. Taylor DeMassimo triggers the inbound pass to Lizzie Allen, and we're underway here in the second quarter. Taylor DeMassimo with the basketball, gets a screen from her sister, and it's off of her shoe, and it's picked up by Alyssa Miller. Miller outrunning two Muskies to the hoop, goes up off glass, left it too strong. Rebound to Tori Jones of the Muskies. She'll run the point into the front court, dribbles off right side, looking for a backdoor cut. It's not there as Caitlin DeMassimo lost her footing. Taylor gets into the lane now, kicks it out to Jones. Jones into the corner. Caitlin DeMassimo raises up and misses the three, and a rebound is deflected out of bounds by the Muskies. That's a fortunate bounce for the Yellow Jackets. A couple of the young ladies underneath the hoop got caught flat-footed when the ball grazed the side of the rim. Riley running point on this play, sends it to Irwin right wing, out front to Badalek. Badalek out to Miller. Miller to the line, gets in the lane, scoops it to Philpott, has it deflected back to her, gives it to Riley, 8 on a shot clock. Riley drives to the hoop, has it blocked out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets will have 4 seconds to inbound the basketball and get shot lifted before it's a shot clock violation. Carolyn Wokley comes in, she'll spell Casey Badalek. And Irwin will inbound. Irwin to Wokley. Wokley hoists the shot from the baseline off the mark. Rebound hauled in by Claudia Harrington of the Muskies. She outlets it to Allen. Allen into the front court. Hands off to Caitlin DeMassimo. Now back to Harrington. Harrington on the dribble drive working against Miller. Out it goes to Jones. Jones on the dribble drive. Spins in the lane. Switches her pivot foot and misses the layup. Miller there to collect the board. Drive to the free throw line over to Riley on the right wing. Thought about a three. Now pulls up from 10. Off back rim. No good. Rebound hauled in by Jones. Jones hands off to Allen, who gets it into the front court. Now to Harrington on the left side of the floor. She'll dribble back between the circles. Gets a screen. Gets to the left of the lane. Hoists a 16-footer off back iron. Philpott there for the board. Philpott gives it to Wokley. Wokley sends a pass right wing to Riley. Riley on the dribble drive. Gets into the lane. Out to Irwin left wing. Now to Philpott right wing. Hoists a three. And a foul is called on Muskingum. It's against Caitlin DeMassimo. Jones. Wrestler. Return for the Yellow Jackets to replace Irwin and Philpott. Miller also takes a seat and seeing her first action today. Number 14, Ava Wilkerson, the 5'7" freshman guard out of Marysville. It was a non-shooting foul, so the Yellow Jackets get 20 on the shot clock. Wokley inbounds it, gets it right back, dumps it backdoor to Wrestler, and the Yellow Jackets go back in front, 17-15. Nicely run play right there. Good look by Wokley and good finish by Wrestler. Allen sends a pass right wing to Taylor DeMassimo, sends it left wing to Allen, who hoists a three, and it's out of bounds off of the Muskies. Yellow Jackets get the basketball. Lynn Scott and Moorhead return, and they'll replace Caitlin and Taylor DeMassimo respectively. Wilkerson will run point as she brings the ball up. Dribbles off right side over to Riley on the wing. Riley on a dribble drive. Goes up off glass, and it won't go for her. Danced on the rim a couple times, but wouldn't drop, and the rebound goes to the Muskies. Harrington with the basketball. Sends a pass to Moorhead on the right wing. Moorhead looking back toward Lynn Scott, and Lynn Scott misses the wide open layup. It's rebounded by Wrestler. Wrestler gives it to Riley. Riley dribbles off right side. Back to Wrestler. Fakes the three. Hands off to Jones on the dribble drive. Now Jones drives into the lane, and she gets hit right across, looks like the bridge of the nose and the eye area. And that is not fun. Badalek checked in during the break in the action. Jones is getting attended to. Wish her the best of luck. Coach Hare has left the bench, and she will walk to check on her freshman guard, the 5'9" guard out of Grove City. Averages around 7 minutes per game, but her time has steadily increased as the season has gone on. The floor is being cleaned up. Jones has walked behind the bench and will be attended to by the medical staff. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets after the break in the action, Badalek, Wokley, Wilkerson, Ressler, and Miller. Wokley to inbound it, does so to Badalek. Back to Wokley, left wing. She'll fire up a three and left it just short. It was right on line, but just not enough distance on it. Harrington with the rebound, pushes into the front court. Tim Moorhead on the left wing, out front to Jones. Allen and Linscott join him on the floor. Jones dribbles off right side. Gets into the lane, or rather tries to get into the lane, gets it shut off by Ressler. Outlets to Moorhead, then in the corner it goes to Harrington. 10 on the shot clock for the Muskies. Harrington on the dribble drive. Gets tied up by Wilkerson. And the Yellow Jackets played good defense for about 23 of those 24 seconds on the shot clock. And now Muskingum will get a fresh 20. Wokley checks out. And Irwin returns for the Yellow Jackets. Jones with the basketball right side. Now gives it to Allen on the wing. Allen calls for and gets a screen from Linscott. We have a 5-second violation on Allen. That's a turnover for the Muskies. Situational awareness playing a factor in that one. Now we have a stoppage in play once more to address a spot on the floor. Ebert checks in. Wilkerson checks out for the Yellow Jackets. It's Ressler, Irwin, Miller, Ebert, and Badalek on the floor for BW. Allen, Moorhead, Jones, Harrington, and Caitlin DeMassimo back for Muskingum. DeMassimo returns after a brief break on the bench. Ebert on the dribble drive, gets the shot lifted along the baseline. It won't go, but she'll get two coming from the line. Maddie Ebert is 2 of 4 on the season at the free throw line. Taylor DeMassimo returns for Muskingum, and she'll relieve Tori Jones. Ebert's first of 2 on the way. It's up and good. Yellow Jackets improve on their lead. Second attempt on the way. Ebert left it short. Rebound to Harrington. Yellow Jackets in front, 18-15, 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Moorhead sends a pass left wing to Harrington. Harrington looking to lob it inside to Caitlin DeMassimo. It's batted away by Miller. Tracked down by DeMassimo. She'll give it to her sister. And Taylor will finish at the hoop with a layup. Emily Irwin out front to Alyssa Miller. Miller feigns a handoff, then gets it poked away. Now a dive on the floor for the loose ball. And a foul is called. DeMassimo, yeah, it's Caitlin DeMassimo who picks up the foul. That's her second. That's the fourth on Muskingum. Ressler checks out. Kira Philpott returns for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin inbounds to Philpott. Back to Irwin. Backdoor off the glass. No good. Irwin gets her own rebound back. Backs it out to the three-point line. Over to Badalek on a drive. Scoop shot with the left hand. No good. But Casey Badalek was fouled in the act of shooting. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Cadillac 2 of 2 on the season at the free throw line. Abby Boeing comes back into the game. She'll relieve Mackenzie Linscott. Cadillac's first attempt on the way, and it is good. Cadillac's second attempt on the way, good as well. Yellow Jackets in front by 3, 20-17, 5:11 to go in the second quarter. Harrington with the basketball going the other way for Muskingum. Dribbles to the low block, kicks it out to Taylor DeMassimo. She's trapped by Maddie Ebert, throws a backdoor pass that sails through a couple Muskingum players before it's picked up. And now Allen gets the ball on the left wing, fires up a three, way off the mark, rebound controlled by Badalek. Badalek dribbles it twice and gives it to Miller. Miller across the timeline, settling things down. Drives to the right of the lane, has it poked away and knocked out of bounds by the Muskies. Jones and Hivik return for Muskingum. They'll relieve Harrington and Allen respectively. Irwin underneath the hoop will inbound it, gives it to Ebert. Ebert looking to swing it inside. The pass isn't there, so she'll give it to Miller out front now to Irwin on the left side of the floor over to Badalek. Badalek on the drive, dribbles to the free throw line, gets in the lane, scoops it to Philpott, kicks it to the far corner to Ebert, who somehow keeps it in. Irwin hoists a deep three, and she misses everything. And it's out of bounds. And a shot clock violation on the Jackets. A turnover. Riley comes in for Badalek. Wokley comes in for Irwin. Moorhead will run point. She sends a pass right side to Hivik. Hivik into Boeing. Boeing out front to Hivik once again. Gives her a screen. Hivik tries to get past the right wing. Unable to do so gives it to Tori Jones and then gets it right back on the wing. She'll give it to Boeing, who sends it right back to her. 6 on the shot clock. Hivik gets into the lane. Goes up over Riley. No good. Philpott there for the board. She'll outlet it to Wokley. Wokley into the front court. Gets to the left of the lane. Into the corner it goes to Riley. Riley out front to Philpott. Sends it right wing to Ebert. Ebert to Wokley on the left side of the floor. Raises up a three, and she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. BW goes in front by 6, 23-17 with 3:16 to go in the half. Hivik into the corner with a pass to Jones. Jones on the dribble drive, gets shut off at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Taylor DeMassimo. She gets inside the lane, but then has to pass it out to Jones. It deflects off of her. Wokley ties it up, and like a running back jumping on top of a fumble, secures at least the jump ball, and it's possession for the Yellow Jackets as they have the arrow in their favor. Harrington, Allen, and Taylor DeMassimo return for the Muskies. Wilkerson and Ressler return for the Yellow Jackets. Ressler inbounds it to Wilkerson. She'll walk into the front court. Send it left wing to Wokley, who raises up another three off back iron. Rebound to Taylor DeMassimo of the Muskies. She outlets it near side to Allen. Allen crosses the court, gets to the free throw line, gets into the post working against Riley. She's in the lane. She's got to get rid of it and finds Tori Jones. Jones on the dribble drive, kicks it into the corner to Taylor DeMassimo for three off front rim. Rebound hauled in by number 4, Sadie Arndt, who checked in at the last stoppage in play. Now to Ressler. Ressler up off glass, no good, but Kaylee Ressler will go to the line to shoot 2. Ressler 44 of 55 at the free throw line this season, good for 80%. Ressler's first attempt up, and it is good for the Yellow Jackets. They increase their lead to 7, looking to make it 8 with this free throw. She toes the line, puts it on the deck twice, eyes, aims, fires, and hits. Baldwin Wallace 25, Muskingum 17, 2:20 and counting left in the first half. Allen sends a pass left wing to Jones. Jones sends it right side to Allen, who gives it right back to her on the left wing. Jones sends it over to Harrington. Harrington on the left side of the floor. Look for a driving lane. Give it in the corner to Taylor DeMassimo. 4 on the shot clock. And a blocking foul is called on the Yellow Jackets with 3 left on the shot clock. And it's on Leah Riley. That's her first. That's the second team foul. That's the first foul not on Bella Valent, I believe, as she's picked up 2 on the offensive end of the floor. Allen will inbound it. Gets it into Harrington. Harrington working against Miller. Goes up, and she'll get 2 coming from the line as Miller fouled her in the act of shooting. That was mistaken. Wrestler also picked up a foul early in that first quarter. So Harrington will go to the line, and she is 18 of 27 on the year, 66.7%. Casey Badalek comes in to relieve Leah Riley. Wilkerson will head off, and Emily Irwin will come back on for BW. Harrington's first attempt on the way, and it's good. That cuts into the Yellow Jacket lead. Puts it on the deck twice, spins it, and Harrington knocks down the second of 2 shots to complete the pair. It's 25-19, Baldwin Wallace in front, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Wokley with the basketball, gives it to Irwin between the circles. Now left wing, it goes to Miller. Miller out front to Wokley, now right wing to Irwin, and a foul is called on the Yellow Jackets, and that's Kaylee Wrestler's second. So now both of the Yellow Jackets starters in the post, Bella Valent and Kaylee Wrestler, each have 2 fouls, and 3 of those 4 fouls are on the offensive end of the floor. Wokley is checking out, as is Wrestler. Wilkerson and Everett return for BW. Jones on the right wing. Backdoor pass to Allen. Into the corner it goes to Taylor DeMassimo. Now to the wing it goes to Harrington. Harrington on the drive. Off back iron. Casey Badalek there for the board. Badalek dribbles it off of a Muskingum player's shoe, and it's turned over to the Muskies. And Harrington will back it out between the circles. Working against Wilkerson, 14 against 14. Turnaround jumper from Harrington off the side of the rim. Everett swoops in but can't grab the rebound. And a foul on the Yellow Jackets now on the reach in. And that's a situation where Muskingum's in the bonus now, and Harrington will go to the line to shoot 2. Everett checks out. Wokley checks in. Leah Riley sent to the table. She'll check in. And Wilkerson will check out after this first free throw attempt. Harrington already 2 of 2 from the line today. And makes it 3 of 3 as she hits front rim, gets it to kiss off the backboard and roll in. Harrington's second attempt on the way. Rattles out. Rebound to Casey Badalek. Casey Badalek into the front court to the top of the key. Sends a pass right side to Irwin. Irwin sends it back left to Wokley. Now over to the left wing it goes to Wilkerson. Wilkerson out top to Miller. Miller sends it to Badalek on the right side. Badalek on the dribble drive. Gets to the line. Gets in the lane. Wraparound pass to Miller. Out front to Wilkerson, who raises up a 3 off front rim. Rebound to Casey Badalek. And she goes up in traffic and gets hit on the way to draw the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Moorhead comes back for Muskingum. She'll check in for Jones. Riley returns to spell Wokley for the Yellow Jackets. 20.1 seconds left in this first half. Casey Badalek gives it a spin, gives it 3 dribbles, eyes, aims, fires, and hits off the rim, off the backboard, then bounces off the rim a couple more times before it falls in. So she's 1 of 1 on this trip. Make it 2 of 2 as she knocks it down and gives BW a 7-point edge, 27-20. Maddie Everett returns for the Yellow Jackets to finish out this half. Harrington running point. In no hurry to get the ball across the timeline. Now finally does. Cross midcourt. Dribbles between the circles. Gets a screen. Drives to the right of the lane. Raises up a turnaround jumper off back iron. Ebert grabs the board and dribbles out the first half clock. The Yellow Jackets will take a 27-20 advantage into the halftime break. Before we send it to our halftime break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at first half statistics and preview the second half of action on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside Ursprung Gymnasium. Matt Florchancic along for the call of today's game between the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, the 24th ranked team in the country, against the Muskingum University Fighting Muskies. And at halftime, Baldwin Wallace enjoys a 27-20 lead. Taking a look at some numbers for you in that first half. BW 8 of 27 from the field, 29.6%, 4 of 14 from three-point range, 28.6%, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 87.5%. Muskingum, 7 of 23 from the field, 30.4%, 2 of 7 from three-point range, 28.6%, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 80%. BW was led in scoring by Casey Badalak, who had 9. Off the bench, Carolyn Wolkley knocked down a couple threes and finished the first half with 6 points. Then it was Kaylee Ressler, Alyssa Miller, each with 4, Emily Irwin with 3, and Maddie Ebert with 1. BW's leading scorer, Bella Valent, limited to just 6 minutes and 16 seconds in that first half, did not play much at all in that second quarter after picking up 2 offensive fouls and committing 2 turnovers. Leading the way for the Muskies, 5 points each for Caitlin DeMassimo and Hallie Moorhead, 4 points to Taylor DeMassimo, and 3 points each for Claudia Harrington and Tori Jones. Leading the way on the rebounds for the Yellow Jackets, it's Casey Badalak with 6, and also Claudia Harrington with 6 for the Muskies. Badalak inching her way toward a double-double with the 9 points and the 6 boards. Out of the halftime break, the Yellow Jackets go back with their starting 5 of Valent, Ressler, Badalak, Miller, and Irwin. Muskingum will counter with their starting 5, Moorhead, Taylor DeMassimo, Caitlin DeMassimo, Harrington, and Allen. Allen hands off to Taylor DeMassimo, who then hands off to Harrington. Harrington back to Taylor on the left wing. Into the post it goes to Claudia. She goes up off glass. Caitlin is off the mark with that one. And the rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets. Miller kicks it right side to Badalak. Into the post it goes to Valent. It's tipped away from her, but she'll hustle back and get it at the top of the three-point arc. She'll put it on the deck with the right hand 3 times. Kick it out to Badalak on the right wing. Badalak tries to shovel it to her. Does so. Bella Valent goes up off glass and good. And Valent gets her first 2 points of the game to give the Yellow Jackets a 9-point edge, 29-20. Caitlin DeMassimo sends a pass to Taylor DeMassimo out top. Looking backdoor, it's Moorhead who catches it. Kicks it out to Caitlin DeMassimo from the left wing. Grazes the left side of the rim and out of bounds for the turnover. BW's largest lead up until now was 8 points. They hit that at the 2:29 mark of the second quarter. And that was thanks to a 7-0 scoring run. Muskingum's largest lead was 6 at the 7:14 mark of the first half. And that was thanks to 8 straight points after the Yellow Jackets scored the first 2 points of the day. There's been 2 lead changes and 3 ties. BW has played with the lead for 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Muskingum, 7:41. Points off turnovers even at 6. Points in the paint. Muskingum outdueling BW 10-8. Second chance opportunities. BW 9 at Muskingum 1. Fast break and bench points also favor the Yellow Jackets 2-0 and 7-3 respectively. Badalak with the ball, left wing. Out top it goes to Miller. Back to Badalak. She hoists a deep 3 off the rim and controlled by Harrington. Harrington into the front court. Gets to the lane. Kicks it to Caitlin DeMassimo. Out to Allen on the left wing. Allen on the dribble drive. Gets to the line. Gets in the lane. Backs it down and sends it to Moorhead. Moorhead on the dribble drive. Goes up off glass. Too strong. Ressler there for the board. Ressler will dribble it out. Kick it to Irwin. Irwin at the top. Thought about a 3. Now tries to drive. Turnaround jumper up. And turnaround jumper is good. Emily Irwin gets the bucket and then hits the deck hard as she hustles down the court and gets wiped out. Looked by her own teammate. But she is up and back on the defensive end and defending Allen, who hands off to Taylor DeMassimo. Now to Caitlin DeMassimo. Over to Allen on the right wing. Allen on a dribble drive, goes up off glass and gets it up and in over Bellavalent to cut the deficit to single digits. Once again, it's 31-22, Yellow Jackets in front. Badalek in the left corner, dribbles it out and then gives it to Emily Irwin, still on that left side of the floor. Now out top, thought about a three, shakes loose from a defender, loses a handle on it and is stolen away by Caitlin DeMassimo. She gives it off left wing to Claudia Harrington. Harrington looking to get it inside, can't, and sends it out to Moorhead out top. Moorhead into the corner to Allen. Allen on a dribble drive, scoops it up with the left hand, and on back-to-back plays, Allen gets that scoop shot layup to fall over Bellavalent. Yellow Jacket lead down to 7 points now as Ressler has the ball out top, hands off to Miller. Miller to the left wing to Irwin, out top to Badalak. Badalek on a dribble drive, gets it shut off, out to Ressler. She'll hoist the three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. The lead is back up to 10 now, 34-24 with 6:28 and counting left in the third quarter. Caitlin DeMassimo, left wing, sends it into the corner to Harrington. Muskingum's two leading scorers touching the basketball almost every trip down the floor. Taylor DeMassimo with the ball now, lobs it inside. It's poked away by Ressler and knocked out of bounds by Bellavalent. Philpott, Riley, Wokley, and Ebert check in. Irwin, Miller, Badalek, and Valent check out. So Ressler, the only starter to stay on. Tori Jones checks in for the Muskies, and she'll relieve Hallie Moorhead. Allen with the ball right side of the floor, driving against Wokley, and it's a shot clock violation on the Muskies. Good on-ball defense by Wokley to prevent a shot from getting lifted. Mackenzie Linscott is checking into the game for Muskingum, and she'll relieve Claudia Harrington. Riley running point, walks the ball into the front court. Dribbles into the lane, kicks it out to Philpott. Over to Everett on the left side of the floor, now to Wokley on the wing. Back out to Riley, she'll enter it inside to Philpott. Philpott with a jab step. Gets into the lane with the dribble, but has it poked away and controlled by the Muskies. It's Allen into the front court. Hands off left side to Jones. Jones drives into the lane, through the lane, and then gives it to Taylor DeMassimo. DeMassimo kicks it into the corner to Jones. Jones backs it out between the circles to reset. Calling for and getting a screen from Caitlin DeMassimo. Now to Allen on the left wing. Allen lobs it inside, and it's blocked partially by Kaylee Ressler, rebounded by Wokley. Wokley all the way to the hoop, gets her own shot blocked, and Ressler hustles after and gets the rebound. She tries to pass, has it poked away by one of the Muskies, and it's handed off to Allen. Allen lobs it inside to Linscott. Good recovery by Maddie Everett to come up with the steal. Like a defensive back in front of a wide receiver, just cutting off the passing lane and getting a turnover. Everett with the basketball after getting a pass from Wokley. She'll send it right wing to Philpott. Philpott hoists a three off back iron. Rebound controlled by Taylor DeMassimo. She gives it to Allen. Now to Caitlin DeMassimo on the left wing. Back out front to Allen between the circles. She dribbles off left side. Looking for the lob. It's poked away by Philpott, controlled by Leah Riley, and Leah Riley draws the foul on Allen. Allen tried to jump in front and pick up the charge, and the official said, you didn't quite make it to set yourself, and that's a defensive foul for the block. Wilkerson and Miller come in. Ressler and Wokley check out. Rather, Ressler, Riley, and now Philpott will check out as Valent comes back as well for the Yellow Jackets. Moorhead and Jones come back for the Muskies. Timeout on the floor. It is a 30-second timeout. And with that break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospitals, Jasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Wilkerson, Miller, Ebert, Valen, and Wokley on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. It's Wilkerson driving to the right of the lane, kicking it out front to Valen. Now to Wokley on the left wing, halfway through this shot clock. And Valen will feign the handoff and drive to the left of the lane. Handoff to Ebert, and she gets it stripped, and it's knocked out of bounds by Claudia Harrington, who's on the floor with Hallie Moorhead, Caitlin DeMassimo, Mackenzie Linscott, and Tori Jones. Miller will inbound it for BW. Gets it into Valen in the post. Valen trying to back down Caitlin DeMassimo. Gets the shot lifted, misses it, and it's rebounded by the Muskies. Jones dribbles to the right wing. Out front to Caitlin DeMassimo, and Carolyn Wokley a little bit too aggressive with the hands. It's called for the reach-in. Riley and Irwin return. Ebert and Wokley check out for the Yellow Jackets. Tori Jones will inbound in front of Muskingum's bench. Gets it into Harrington. Harrington over to Moorhead. Moorhead on the left side of the floor. Moorhead back to Harrington. Harrington on a dribble drive. Drives baseline, kicks it to Linscott, who gives it to Jones. Jones dribbles to the free throw line, gives it to Caitlin DeMassimo. Handoff to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. Muskingum has to hurry. Jones switches her pivot foot, dumps it down low to Harrington, and a shot clock violation is called against the Muskies. Casey Badalak returns for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Ava Wilkerson. Irwin walks the ball into the front court. Sends a pass left side to Miller. Back to Irwin on the right side. Into the post it goes to Valent. Valent trying to back down Caitlin DeMassimo. Kicks it out top to Badalak for 3. Off back iron. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Alyssa Miller. Into the corner to Valent. Valent on the drive, baseline. Goes up, off glass, no good. Tip up, no good. Gets her own rebound back again. This time she gets it to go. Count it. She'll have one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Claudia Harrington picks up her first foul. That's the second foul on Muskingum in the quarter. Valent, a 64% free throw shooter on the season. She completes the three-point play, and she'll be subbed out. Kaylee Ressler will check in for Bella Valent. Moorhead jogs it into the front court, dribbles between the circles, sends it to Caitlin DeMassimo, right wing, looking backdoor to Harrington. Harrington gets it to go. Probably could have made the case to get an and one, as looked like Badalak had contacted her on a shot. No call. Riley the other way for 3, raises up from the right wing, no good. Badalak there for the board. She goes up, and she'll draw the foul and get 2 coming at the line. Harrington's second foul of the game, the third on the Muskies in the quarter. Allen and Taylor DeMassimo return for Caitlin DeMassimo and Mackenzie Linscott. Badalak puts it on the deck twice with the left hand and left that one short. She had made all 4 of her attempts in this game previous to that one, then splits the pair. And now she'll get, or the Yellow Jackets, should say, will get a sub in for Alyssa Miller, and it'll be Maddie Ebert. Ebert, a 5'9" freshman guard out of Lake Orion, Michigan. And she'll be checking Harrington on the defensive end. Moorhead in the corner. Dribbles out to the right wing. Hands off to Harrington. Harrington out top to Taylor DeMassimo. Allen with the basketball right wing. 2 on the shot clock, and it's thrown up and in at the last second by Allen to avoid the shot clock violation. 38-28, BW in front now. Out front, it's Irwin with the three-point ball. Misses everything, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. So Muskingum with a chance to cut the deficit to single digits. 125 and counting left in this third quarter. Jones with it right wing, out top to Allen. Allen sends it to Taylor DeMassimo. Into the corner it goes to Jones. Now on the right wing to Allen. She fires up a three, misses everything. Ebert there to control the board. Gives it to Wrestler. Wrestler to Irwin in the front court. Irwin into the lane, spins to her left, goes up off glass, and it's good. Emily Irwin with the layup to put the Yellow Jackets back in front by 12. Allen dribbles it off left wing, hands off to Moorhead. Moorhead with the crossover dribble, gets it into the lane, sends it backdoor, and it's out of bounds off of Taylor DeMassimo. Wilkerson, Wokley, and Valent come on for the Yellow Jackets. Badalek, Irwin, and Riley come off for BW. So Wrestler and Ebert will stay on. And it's Wrestler inbounding it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson dribbles it into the front court, gives it to Wrestler. Wrestler content to use some of the clock. 4-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Wrestler in the center circle. Dribbling it out. 10 on the shot clock. Now 10 on the game clock left in the quarter. Wrestler driving into the lane, pulls up from 16, left it short, rebound to Allen. Allen over to Moorhead. Moorhead the other way. Moorhead gets called for a travel. That's not on her. That's on the scorer's table. The shot clock buzzer went off, and the Muskies got all sorts of out of sync. That is not right. And Wilkerson will dribble out the rest of the third quarter clock right there. Terrible sequence to end that third quarter of play. The Yellow Jackets take a 40-28 lead into the fourth quarter. And while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the quarter break, it's Wokley, Miller, Wilkerson, Badalek, and Valent on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Muskingum will count with Caitlin and Taylor DeMassimo, Courtney Hivik, Claudia Harrington, and Lizzie Allen. Wokley catches the inbound pass from Miller and lobs it into the high post to Valent, who hands it right back to Wokley. Wokley tries to slip a pass to Valent, and it's kicked by one of the Muskies. That'll reset the shot clock to, or rather keep it at 20, I should say. Yellow Jackets keep possession. Wilkerson inbounds it to Miller. Out front to Badalek. Into the post to Valen, and it's stolen away by Caitlin DeMassimo. She hands off to Claudia Harrington. Harrington backs it out between the circles in the front court. Resets the offense, dribbles off right side. She'll hand off to Lizzie Allen. Lizzie Allen sends it to Taylor DeMassimo out top for three. Off the bottom of the backboard, and it's rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. Badalek controls it, gets a pass back from Oakley, and then jogs it into the front court. Pulls up for a deep three, left it short. Miller there for the board. Out to Wilkerson. Passes up a three attempt, gives it back to Miller. Miller backs it out between the circles. She'll send it right side to Oakley. Now left side to Valent from the wing for three. Got it! Bella Valent buries the triple to give the Yellow Jackets a 15-point lead, 43-28, 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Harrington with the basketball, sends it right side to Allen. Now to Caitlin DeMassimo on a dribble drive into the corner to Hyvik. She passes to Harrington. Harrington with a 12-footer, no good. Rebound to Valent. Valent with the rebound will bring it up for the Yellow Jackets. Dribble to the free throw line. Then look back door to Oakley. Oakley up off glass. It's good. Yellow Jackets up by 17. Unselfish play right there for the Yellow Jackets as Oakley on the drive caught the pass from Valent. Allen between the circles. Sends it left side to Hyvik. Hyvik puts it on the deck once and gives it to Harrington on the right side. Harrington sends it to Caitlin DeMassimo, now to Lizzie Allen on a drive. Kicks it out to Caitlin DeMassimo for three. Almost banks it in, but it's off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Alyssa Miller on the dribble drive. Goes all the way to the hoop, and the basket is waved off. They're going to say that Alyssa Miller traveled. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Emily Irwin checks in, and Maddie Ebert joins her. They'll spell Wilkerson and Badalek respectively. Allen with the ball, dribbles it into the front court, now off left side. Trying to get back to the right of the lane and does so. Now to Harrington on the left wing. She'll raise up for three off the side of the rim. Alyssa Miller there for the rebound. Miller into the front court. Jump stops at the left wing, out front to Ebert. It'll get back to Miller. She thought about a three, now gave it to Oakley on the left wing. Into the post, it goes to Valent. Valent drives, gets it poked away, and now a tie-up for the basketball. It's Miller getting down on the deck and forcing a jump ball. Possession stays with Muskingum, but good hustle right there by Miller. Wrestler comes in to spell Bella Valent. Hallie Moorhead and Tori Jones come back for the Muskies. They'll relieve Harrington and Allen, respectively. Moorhead into the front court. Dribbles off to the right wing. Now into the post to Caitlin DeMassimo. Her shot's partially altered by Kaylee Wrestler. And now they have a battle for the board. And it is a jump ball as DeMassimo tied up Wrestler. And possession arrow favors the Yellow Jackets. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Gets a screen. Lobs it inside to Miller. Miller up off glass with the left hand. It's good. Miller makes it a 19-point Yellow Jacket lead. Jones sends a pass to Hyvik on the right wing. Hyvik on the drive over Wokley. Left it too strong. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. Miller dribbles it out into the front court. Hands off to Ebert. Now out front to Wrestler. Wrestler gives it off to Irwin. Then to Wokley on the left side of the floor. Wokley, high post entry pass goes to Wrestler. Wrestler trying to back down a defender. Kicks it to Wokley in the corner for three. Got it! Carolyn Wokley buries the triple and gives the Yellow Jackets a 50-28 lead with 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout by the Muskies. While we have this break in the action, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike. the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospital's Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Bertuno and OE Connection LLC, or global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, it's Irwin, Riley, Badalek, Everett, and Wrestler on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. And once the Muskies break huddle, we will know who's on the floor. It's Caitlin DeMassimo, Tori Jones, Hallie Moorhead, Courtney Hivick, and Taylor DeMassimo. And it'll be Taylor who will inbound the basketball right to the side of Muskingum's bench. She gets it into the backcourt to Moorhead. Moorhead into the front court. Dribbles off left side. Sends it out front to Jones. Jones puts it on the deck with the left hand. Spins to her right. Now back left. Now throws it up off glass. No good. She gets her own rebound back. Out to Taylor DeMassimo from the right wing for three. And she hit nothing but the bottom of the net. And that's a nice looking shot right there for the Muskingum senior guard. Wrestler backs it off between the circles. Now to Badalek from the right wing for three. Off the side of the rim. Rebound to Taylor DeMassimo. She gives it to Hallie Moorhead. Into the front court. Moorhead back to Taylor DeMassimo, and she took one too many steps before putting the ball on the deck. That's a travel and a turnover for the Muskies. Yellow Jackets take possession. Muskingum putting a little heat on the Yellow Jackets in the backcourt. Moorhead making Irwin work the ball into the front court. Irwin off right side. Gets back to her left, drives into the lane, scoop shot with the left hand, dances on the back of the rim and goes in. 52-31, and Yellow Jackets in front as we hit the midway point of this fourth quarter. Foul on the floor, and it'll be against Kaylee Wrestler. That should be 3 on Wrestler. That'll be the first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Taylor DeMassimo will check out. So will Caitlin, and they'll be relieved by Lynn Scott and Harrington. Moorhead to trigger the inbound pass. Lobs it inside to Harrington. Harrington on the dribble drive. Throws up a turnaround jumper, left it short. Rebound controlled by Maddie Ebert. She sends it left side of the floor to Emily Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Gets a screen, gets to the lane, kicks it into the corner to Leah Riley. Pump fake on a three, on the dribble drive, goes up off glass and good with the right hand. Riley with some good instincts right there. Got a defender rocking one way with the head fake, drove baseline and got the layup to go. Moorhead out top with the basketball. Looking backdoor, finds Jones. Jones into the corner to Hivick. Hivick gets into the lane, scoops it up and in with the right hand. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Scoops it back to Wrestler between the circles. Wrestler kicks it back to Irwin. Now to Leah Riley on the right side. Lob inside to Emily Irwin. She gets it blocked by one Muskie and gets clobbered by another and hits the deck with an emphatic thud. Everybody on the Yellow Jacket bench standing in concern. Fortunately, Irwin's able to bounce up with the help of some of her teammates. Irwin's first attempt on the way, and it's off the mark. Irwin, a 76.7% free throw shooter, coming into today's game. 23 of 31 now after missing the first. Looking to split the pair, and she will. And she will be promptly relieved by Ava Wilkerson. Moorhead with the basketball into the front court, sends a pass to Lynn Scott on the left wing, looking back door to Harrington. Harrington's jumper up off the window and good. A little Tim Duncan-esque with that shot. And she hit it off the corner of the window and in. Timeout on the floor. And there should be a reset on the shot clock. It never reset after they made Muskingum hoop, and it was down to 9 seconds. And new player on the floor for Muskingum, number 3, Kenzie Bicking, the 5'8" junior guard out of Dublin Kaufman High School. Wrestler will inbound for the Yellow Jackets as the shot clock was set back to 23 seconds. She gets it into Wilkerson, now to Riley on the right wing. Riley out front to Badalak. Badalak back to Riley on the right wing. Riley gets a screen from Wrestler, gets back to the top, sends it left side to Everett. 7 on the shot clock now. Leah Riley on a dribble drive, throws up a 13-footer and rattles it in. That'll give the Yellow Jackets a 56-35 advantage, 21-point lead with 3:13 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Moorhead backdoor to Hivik, and a foul is called. Looks like Ava Wilkerson's going to get hit with the reach-in foul.
Foul number 14, Ava Wilkerson, her third.
So Kenzie Bicking comes in for the first time today for Muskingum, and Abby Boeing will return for the Muskies. Harrington and Hivik will check out. And for the Yellow Jackets, Miller returns to replace Everett, and Wrestler takes a seat as freshman and forward Taylor Bass comes into the game. And she gets a prompt deflection, and Miller gets a steal. Wilkerson hoists a 3 from the right wing, and she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. 59-35, BW in front. Moorhead drives to the right wing, gives it out to Jones. Jones gets a screen from Boeing. Looked for the lob, it wasn't there. Now looking backdoor, is tipped away and stolen by Alyssa Miller. Miller on the dribble drive, goes up off glass, too strong, and the Muskies get a rebound. It's Bicking who pulls it down, and Leah Riley, I believe, got caught with the reach-in foul. The Yellow Jackets will burn their first timeout of the game. It's a full timeout. So while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotudo and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets after the timeout, it's Wilkerson and Bass who return and seeing their first action today. Number 23, Laura McCoy. Number 15, Riley Bennett. And number 5, Haley Baker. The Muskies counter with a new lineup as well. Sydney Reynolds with the basketball, sends it to Bicking on the right side. Looking for Kendall Dye on the drive. Gets it blocked by Riley Bennett. It's rebounded by Haley Baker. Boeing stays on the floor for the Muskies. And number 5, Olivia Dement, has come on to the floor for Muskingum. Lob pass inside from Baker to Bennett is complete, but a foul is on the floor by the Muskies. That's Dement on the foul. Wilkerson will check out for the Yellow Jackets, and now number 2, Allie Menendez, the 5'4" sophomore guard out of Hudson, checks in. She lobs it in to Bennett, who kicks it out to Baker. Baker over to McCoy. McCoy sends it right wing to Bass. Bass out front to Bennett. Now to Baker on the right wing. She'll try to drive baseline, kick it out to Bass. Fire up a 3, left it short. Rebound, hustled after, and tipped around by Bennett, but it is controlled by Bicking of the Muskies. Bicking on the dribble drive. Kicks it into the corner. That's Reynolds with the basketball now. Reynolds hands off to Dement. Dement to Bicking. Bicking drives to the free throw line. Dumps it down low to Boeing. Boeing gets a shot to go. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled. I believe Riley Bennett will be the guilty party, and she is. Coming into the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 12. Riley Battisher, and she'll relieve Taylor Bass. Boeing completes the and one. That was her first free throw attempt of the season, so she's shooting it at a 100% clip. Baker with the basketball on the right wing. Drives into the lane, kicks it out to the left wing to McCoy. McCoy looking for Baker. Baker puts it on the deck, spins to her right, drops it up and in for the Yellow Jacket layup. Dement with the pass, left side, it goes to Reynolds. Reynolds sends it to Boeing on the left wing. Hands off to Bicking. Bicking hoists a 3 off the side of the rim, and that caroms out of bounds. Last touched by the Muskies. Bass will come back in for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Haley Baker. Menendez running point, dribbles off right side, sends it to McCoy on the left. Yellow Jackets can use just about all of it. There's about a 2-second differential between the shot and game clocks as Bennett gets fouled. And it's against Sydney Reynolds. That's her first. That's the third on the Muskies. Now the shot clock is off. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. Bennett 2 inbound. She'll get it to Menendez. Menendez working against Bicking. Sends it right side to McCoy. McCoy out to Bennett. Bennett sends it to Taylor Bass on the right side. Back to Menendez on the left wing, and the Yellow Jackets will dribble out the clock. BW keeps their unbeaten streak intact. They've now won 6 straight and remain in sole possession of first place in the Ohio Athletic Conference as they improve to 10-0 in OAC play this year. BW 61-38 winners over the Muskingum University Fighting Muskies today, who fall to 8-9 overall, 3-5 away from home, 3-7 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 1-4 in OAC road games. The Yellow Jackets will next be in action on Wednesday evening when they travel down to Alliance to play the Mount Union Purple Raiders at the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex. It's a 2-game road trip for BW as they play at Capitol on January 27th. Then they return home. Their next time they will be on the home deck here at Ursprung Gymnasium. We'll kick off another 2-game homestand as they welcome the John Carroll University Blue Streaks and Otterbein to Berea on Wednesday, January 31st and Saturday, February 3rd, respectively. Taking a look at the final numbers from today's game. Individually, the Muskies were led in scoring by Claudia Harrington and Taylor DeMassimo with 7 points each. Harrington had a team-high 7 boards to go along with those 7 points. Lizzie Allen had 6, Hallie Moorhead and Caitlin DeMassimo each had 5. Tori Jones, Abby Boeing had 3, and Courtney Hivik had 2. For the Yellow Jackets, Carolyn Wokley led the way with 11 points. Casey Badalek had 10 points and tied for the team lead with Alyssa Miller with 8 rebounds. Emily Irwin had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and dropped 3 assists as well. Bella Valen, who was scoreless in the first half, had 8 in the second half and added 4 rebounds. Kaylee Ressler had 6. Kaylee Ressler had 7. Alyssa Miller had 6. Leah Riley had 4 points. Ava Wilkerson, had 3. Haley Baker had 2. Maddie Ebert had 1. As a team, the Yellow Jackets shot at 22 of 55, 40%, 8 of 26 from three-point range, 30.8%, and 10 of 13 from the free throw line, 76.9%. Muskingum 15 of 46, 32.6% from the field, 3 of 14, 21% from three-point range, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83.3%. Turnovers, Muskingum committed 17, the Yellow Jackets 13. Points off turnovers favored the Yellow Jackets 16-8. Total rebounds, BW 42-23 edge in those, 13-3 edge, and offensive rebounds 29-20 advantage in defensive rebounds. BW had 15 assists on their 22 made baskets. Muskingum with 9 on their 15 baskets. Blocks 5-4 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Steals also 9-7 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Muskingum committed 13 fouls, the Yellow Jackets 12. Points off the bench, second chance opportunities, points in the paint, and fast break points all went the way of the Yellow Jackets. 21-8, 16-4, 28-22, and 2-0 respectively. Once again, the Yellow Jackets back in action on Wednesday evening when they travel to Alliance to play the Mount Union Purple Raiders, and it'll kick off a 2-game road swing as they travel to Capital on Saturday, January 27th. Once again, BW improves to 14-3 overall and 6-0 on the home floor. They are 10-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, 5-0 in conference home games with a 61-38 win over the Muskingum University Fighting Muskies. For everyone here at Baldwin Wallace, I'm Matt Florjancic saying thanks for listening and watching today's basketball game. We'll be back with some more Yellow Jacket action this evening when the men's volleyball team gets their 2024 season underway by hosting an invitational tournament. The first match serves up at 7 p.m. right here in Ursprung Gymnasium. For everyone here at BW, I'm Matt Florjancic saying thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone.